Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sport for tonight's Champions League semi-final watch-along Manchester City versus PSG. You're joined by myself, Luke Tanner, and my guest for this evening, Stu Davis. Stu, how are you, my sir?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you, and looking forward to an interesting match. PSG with a bit of a mountain to climb, but let's see how they get on.
Yes, so for all your people tuning in for the first time, make sure to give us a like, share, and subscribe. We recently passed 2,000 subscribers the other day, so if you're new around here, please help us to get to our next target, which is 3,000 subs. And just going back to the first leg, Manchester City beat PSG at the Parc des Princes 2-1. Goals from Kevin De Bruyne and Riyad Mahrez, and the City team has changed a little bit. Only two changes made from the first leg. Fernandinho replaces Rodri and Zinchenko replaces João Cancelo, and for Paris Saint-Germain, Diallo's come in for Michel Bakker, and Maro and Herrera has come in for Idrissa Gana Gueye, who got sent off for that tackle on Ilkay Gundogan, and Kylian Mbappe, who is only fit enough to make the bench this evening, is replaced by the Argentine Mauro Icardi. Stu, anything surprising to you by the team selections, or do you think that was pretty much going to be the changes that were going to be made?
Yeah, I thought Fernandinho might come in because I think he's quite clever. He knows the European style. He'll get his accustomed yellow card at some point, no doubt. He knows how to slow the game and keep it in control of the setting. And then I think we were both saying before how there's some more defensive fullback play, which you can't blame him doing.
Yeah, I feel like in the first leg when Pep made the sub from João Cancelo to Zinchenko, I was a bit like, oh, what's Pep doing? But actually, that's why Pep gets paid the big bucks, and that's why I'm sat here in my office doing the watch long. It changed City defensively. Both teams are lining up now, ready for the Champions League anthem in front of an empty Etihad Arena. Some may say it's at their full capacity.
I can't argue with that.
And Neymar looks focused today. PSG in the first leg, if we rewind to the first leg, first half, PSG were dominant. Dominant on the ball, dominant with the chances. Obviously, they scored first with a Marquinhos header from a Di Maria corner, I think, yeah. And then, obviously, the second half, I don't know what happened in that dressing room at half-time, because PSG sort of just let go with the tie and let City straight back in it. So what do you think PSG needs to do in this game to turn it around?
I think they need to play similar to what they did in the first half of last game. That second half, they were really disappointing. Massive game for Neymar today. Without his power and back in there, he's going to have to try and shine more than usual.
Yeah. Are you thinking that having a Icardi up front, who is more of a natural goal poacher, do you think that's going to make more of a difference in this game? Because PSG had a couple of chances in the first leg that if they had a natural number 9 on the end of it, they might have, scored another goal? Or do you think that's just, a bit of a pipe dream?
I definitely agree there. He's the sort of player, he's just ready there to paint to anything that's available in the box.
Yeah.
Has it been snowing?
I think it has done, yeah. Teams are switching sides. Pep and Mauricio Pochettino embracing before the start of this crunch tie. Pep's first semi-final of Manchester City, and his first semi-final since he was at Bayern Munich. Kevin De Bruyne looking ready there. Phil Foden, who I thought had a brilliant game in Paris. I thought he had everything but the finishing. I thought Phil Foden, he had a couple of chances there where if he would have taken them, I thought the tie would have been over. We're just about to kick off in the second leg. Please to make sure, if you're new here, to make sure to like, share and subscribe for more sporting watch-alongs. Players are taking the knee to stand against racism. Just a zoom in on Neymar there, looking like that he's ready. It's going to be a big game, isn't it, for Neymar, Stu? If he wants to silence the doubters, he's going to need to put in a stellar performance for Paris Saint-Germain to take them to back-to-back Champions League semi-finals. And now the game has kicked off with PSG on the ball, as it looks like Florenzi is already down, injured already.
It does have an opportunity to show the world you're the best player in the world. Now is the time for Neymar.
Yeah, just looked like that. Florenzi caught. Looks like Phil Foden caught Florenzi within the first 30 seconds, and now, but City have already got hold of the ball. Yeah, it looks like it has been snowing at Manchester. So it's gonna be a big game. Yeah, as you were saying about Neymar, Stu.
Yeah, then this is the perfect time. This is the perfect show to show he's one of the best players in the world. This is his opportunity to show it.
Yeah, because obviously he left Paris Saint-Germain to be the big fish. To be the big fish, to be the guy. And since he's been at Paris, okay, he's won the league, he's won the French Cup, typical things to do if you're at PSG. But there's been one thing that's been lacking, and that's been the Champions League. And I feel like for him to solidify himself as one of the greats of his generation, if he can take PSG to that Champions League, that surely he's got to do it for him. It will definitely solidify himself in Paris history. But if he can, get that first Champions League over the line, it'll be definitely put up there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he definitely would. Perhaps thinking they've never won it, have they? So he really would put himself in the history books.
Yeah. Just reading some of your comments. Please let us know in the comments below. Oh, Di Maria to Neymar. Neymar ball over. Try to look for Florenzi on the overlap. Ball a bit too heavy from Neymar. Please let us know in the comments on what you think your score predictions. Joe Stanley and Jamie Davis saying go on PSG. Greg Livingston, our resident City fan, saying that he wants a City win. Not surprised there because he's a City fan. City tried to clear it out, but it's just head back to Neymar. Neymar tried to feed it through and got intercepted by Ilkay Gundogan, and looks like he's going to drive City through. But now picked up by Bernardo Silva inside his own half, and now City venture over the halfway line into PSG's half with Kyle Walker on the ball. Now looking back in the comments, Greg Livingston, but the thing about Fernandinho, he's a player to do dirty work in midfield, doing the needless tackle. I love it, and he's also a good player. Yes, great player. His legs might have gone by now, because he is picking up. If you put bets on him getting his accustomed yellow card, then I'm sure you'd make a healthy amount of money on it. And PSG, yeah, PSG are playing it out from the back, just like they did in the first leg, and City with the high press, but looks like they're a little bit more successful playing out. And Diallo looks like he got fouled, but picked up by Di Maria. Di Maria wins a throw. Don't know whether or not the ref is going to blow it back for that free kick incident, but no, looks like they're playing the throw in, and we're back in Verratti playing at the 10 again, Stuart. So do you think that's a good move by Mauricio Pochettino to have Verratti ahead of the two workhorses in midfield in Leonardo Paredes and Ander Herrera?
Yeah, I think if he wants that goal, Verratti would be crucial. He can be quite creative on his day. I do quite like Verratti.
Yeah, I think he's I think he's a brilliant player. His attitude, yet again, is his attitude. Or Florenzi with the ball over. Phil Foden tried to, but it's Verratti to Neymar. Neymar cuts in and shoots, but it's deflected. PSG dominating just like they were in the first leg. Now picked up by Marco Verratti. Get rid of that comment there. Move. We will not be accepting comments like that. Now Di Maria on the left. It's up against Walker. Walker defending well. Oh, but looks like Di Maria is calling for a penalty. On a foul by Walker, but not given. And now it's got clear, but now PSG pick it up with Marquinhos. Back to Kimpembe. Yeah, about Verratti, I feel like that they're pushing him up so it doesn't give him that defensive responsibility, giving him more of that creative freedom, Stuart, getting him to link up with Neymar, Di Maria, but Verratti with the great pressing. He got a deflection, but Walker, Verratti's nicked it off of Walker. And now back to Neymar. Neymar in the box. Neymar tried to square it across to Icardi. Icardi could not read the run, but it looks like there's a ball over. And PSG is screaming for a handball. And is it given? Is it a penalty? Oh my god, it could be a penalty to PSG. We'll get back to your comment in a minute, Stu. Zinchenko protesting, looking back. Ball from Diallo. Is it a free... Oh, I don't know. We need a better angle. Was that a handball? Off his shoulder. Off his shoulder. VAR. Yeah, it's going to go and look at the monitor. Before we get to your comment, Greg, Stu, what do you think of that?
I'm just getting to it now. But
I'm just getting to it now. I will answer Greg's question, which is how's your day been, Luke? You can also, Stu. My day's been great. VAR has just looked at it and hit his shoulder. So that's no penalty. Correct decision. Came off his shoulder here. So that's no penalty.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, no chance. I think there'd be an uproar if that was given as a penalty, yeah. Just showing back at Pep going, no penal. Zinchenko protesting, but VAR doing its job there. Greg's asking you, Stuart, how's your day been?
Yeah, it's been very good, thank you. How's your day been, Greg?
Yes, Greg, please let us know how your day is going. And if you're new around here, please give us a like, share and subscribe. Oh, it says my internet connection's unstable. And we're back. Right, I was just hoping that it wasn't going to do what happened last time where it was going to cut off completely. But we're looking good. We're looking good. My internet's not going to crash like last time. If you're new around here, please make sure to give us a like, share and subscribe. We do help to get to our next target, which is 3,000 subscribers, as we recently hit 1,000 a week or so ago, and then recently we've just hit 2,000. So if you help us get to 3,000, then that'll be a massive help to everyone at the channel who works on the channel. We are 8 minutes in. We are 8 minutes 56 in. And it's Manchester City 0, Paris Saint-Germain 0. Manchester City winning 2-1 on aggregate. PSG will need to score, I think they'll need to score twice. Greg Livingston with a comment. Why did the ref give that as a penalty if it hits his shoulder? And my day has been fine. Oh yeah, yeah. I think from his angle he thought that it was a penalty, but VAR doing its job this time and giving it and not giving the penalty, which was the correct decision.
I think it was quite the PSG reaction, which
yeah,
was like a mental claim in it.
Yeah, I was like, why penal? Yeah, but
I don't understand why when they know it's going to go to VAR.
Yeah, no, it's going to go back to VAR and they're gonna, you know. Oh, it looks like that Manchester City are down the left. Zinchenko to De Bruyne. De Bruyne goes for goal. Blocked. Riyad Mahrez. Oh, Riyad Mahrez has scored. Riyad Mahrez has scored for Manchester City. Increases their lead on the tie. 3-1 in aggregate. PSG got a mountain to climb now. Neymar looking dejected. Shot blocked by Kevin De Bruyne. Deflected by a Paris Saint-Germain player. And now it's 1-0 Manchester City. They're looking to whether or not the Zinchenko was offside from the through ball from Ederson, but no, he was not offside. Lovely ball. No one closing down Kevin De Bruyne. Deflected off Lorenzi. Mahrez beat Kimpembe to the ball, which beat Keylor Navas. Stu, talk me through that goal whilst I update the Let's Talk Sport Twitter.
That was like pretty poor defending by PSG. It was like a long ball from Ederson, but the positional play and then the City players are just like standing. Like, Kevin De Bruyne just like gets in the right area, Mahrez in the right area. Like Zinchenko like just puts in the right area, just absolutely brilliant from City. But I'd be disappointed if I was Pochettino about defending there. But I think that's what where a world class team like Ederson's so great. He like straight away is what he got the attack with Zinchenko through.
Yeah, completely agree with you there. I thought beautiful pass by Ederson. Don't know what Florenzi was doing. Just completely missed the run. Just did not track the run of Alexander Zinchenko. And Greg Livingston saying, yes, come on City. And now Paris Saint-Germain. I'll get back to talking through the goal, but yeah, Neymar loses the ball. Yeah, great ball by Ederson. Poor marking by PSG. Zinchenko managed to whip the ball across. No one was closing down. Poor by probably Ander Herrera and Leonardo Paredes that just completely missed out Kevin De Bruyne. And he let them have a shot. Got deflected off Florenzi, who was at centre back. And then full to Riyad Mahrez, who beat Kimpembe. I'm not going to say his first name because I'll just butcher it. Beats into the ball. Mahrez with a right-footed shot. Beats Keylor Navas, looks like at the near post, and Riyad Mahrez, who was the match winner in the first leg, now comes up to trump in the second. And we have a comment from Dead Type Shaft. Hello, Zusem Germany. I assume you're from Germany. Welcome, Let's Talk Sport, and if you're new around here, please do make sure to give us a subscribe. We are 13 minutes in, and Manchester City lead 1-0 through Riyad Mahrez. Neymar now on the ball, and can he provide some inspiration? Angel Di Maria to Diallo, ball across. Icardi couldn't make the run, but it's easily gathered by Ederson, who will look to take the sting out of the game. Oh, just... Greg Livingston, does that mean PSG will need to score 3 now? Yes. Yes, I think they do, because if they score 2, it will just go to extra time, because that means that PSG and City would have scored 2 away goals each. So yes, so they will need to score 3. But now Neymar on the ball. Neymar. Oh, just fouled off Gundogan. Neymar in full flow is such a fascinating player to watch. But he's just looking there through that mazy run there from Neymar. It looks like John Stones just, you know, tugged him back. Neymar falls to the floor, but looks like it was Gundogan that made the challenge. James says 2. Oh, and I need to change the scoreline. Thanks for reminding me. Need to change the score.
Quite a nice position for the free kick.
Yeah, just gone over the free kick. My Neymar looks like it took a deflection. Yeah, just took a deflection on its way over. Just saving the scoreline there. It's a corner. Looks like Neymar might be the guy to take it. Neymar, corner in, poor corner, cleared out by Zinchenko. City look to come out, Marco Verratti. It's back to Marco Verratti. What's he going to do? Back to Neymar. Back to Neymar. Ball lifted over. Marquinhos! Score! Hits the crossbar! Hits the crossbar. Massive chance for Paris Saint-Germain. Greg, Luke, have you not updated the scoreboard? I've just been reminded to, and I have just sorted it out now. Sorry about that. Oh, De Bruyne. Looked like the ball was just going to get through to Mahrez, but it was intercepted by Ander Herrera. But Verratti loses it out to Fernandinho, who thought that it was a foul, but it doesn't matter. It falls to Neymar. Walker just nicks it in front of him. Well, it's a frantic game. Everyone who's watching, please to make sure to give us a like, share and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button on our road to 3k subs. But PSG now on the ball, looking like they need a lifeline in this second leg. It's not completely run away from PSG. Jamie said you need to change the scoreline. I have changed the scoreline. I have changed it. Just gonna... I have changed the scoreline. Stu, have I changed the scoreline on YouTube?
Mine still say 0-0.
Oh, the scoreline between... Sorry. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, alright. I messed up. Okay. Yep. Yeah, alright. Sorry about that. Oh, Edison just gathers the ball. Yeah. Right, I've changed the score. I've changed the score on OBS. Edison out! Oh! Di Maria just wide. Edison with a brain fart. Just Edison, he got the ball. He just rolled it out to Bernardo Silva, who loses it out to Di Maria, who took a shot as he saw Edison off his line. And, just wide off the post. I have now changed the score, everyone. I've now changed the score. Sorry about that. Just going back to that Marquinhos chance. Edison nowhere near it.
They've got to be taking these chances.
Yeah, they're going to live to regret that. Paris Saint-Germain. But Diallo's down.
It can be down.
The Paris Saint-Germain left back. Oh no, it's Kimpembe. Oh, got the elbow from John Stones.
That's two massive chances PSG have had now.
Yeah. 2 massive chances.
Was it Di Maria who put the ball in for Marquinhos?
Yeah.
Such a great ball.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I think it was him. Edison passes the ball out from the back. Oh look, City look to take some of the Paris Saint-Germain sting out the tail. Now City passing it out from the back, but PSG are pressing high. But City look like they're playing it out from the back well. Gundogan's got the ball in midfield, sprays it out to Kyle Walker. Walker to Mahrez, who scored the only goal of the game. As City leads 1-0 on the night and 3-1 on aggregate. Stones to Diaz. Zinchenko back to Diaz. They're all playing it well out from the back. Diaz to Foden. Marquinhos nicked in front of him. Ball up in the air. And then Foden wins a free kick.
What was actually up with them back then?
I think he got injured in a league game. I think it was like a precaution.
Interesting how many minutes he can play today.
Yeah. Greg Levinson, what scoreboard? I did that on YouTube. I forgot to do it on OBS. And Herrera's getting in front of the referee. So it's like Fernandi. I just missed what was going on. Bernardo Silva and Ander Herrera having words. Greg thinks I'm a minute ahead of you, so I'll be quiet and not to spoil the scoreline for you. Thank you very much, Greg. Much appreciated. And Herrera, I think he's been booked. I think, yeah, yellow card. He is a little petulant. I can't. Like, he's so like. PSG have got lots of talent, but so petulant.
I just need Fernandinho to get a yellow card, because Herrera and Fernandinho to get one before the game.
Yeah. Hey, that's one of your bets done.
It's so stupid Herrera.
Now Manchester City. I've got the ball in Paris Saint-Germain's half. All the way out to Zinchenko. Zinchenko to Foden. Back to Zinchenko out on the left. Just Foden. Back to Zinchenko. City keeping the ball high up in Paris Saint-Germain's half. City playing nice 1-touch 2 football. Now Foden's out on the run. Paredes just nicked the ball, but now Paris Saint-Germain can counter if they get the ball right. Oh my god. It's Di Maria. Trying to get it over to Neymar, but the ball is just too heavy. Just showing the stats there. Paris Saint-Germain 5 shots, 0 on target. With Manchester City 2 shots, 1 on target. The 1 on target is the goal. It's crunching challenges here. Now, Paris Saint-Germain's got the ball. Frantic start to the second leg, Stu.
Yeah, it's exactly what we would have won there. nice bit of attacking play from both teams. Should be like 2-1 to PSG if they take their chances, but see if in the more clinical side, they deserve to be 1-0.
Yeah.
PSG just need to carry on how they're playing, and
Yeah.
they should be able to take their chance eventually.
Yeah, I feel like if they want to get back into this tie, I feel like that they're going to need to score before half time.
Yeah, definitely. Man City have got one of the best. Have they still got the best defensive record in Europe?
I
think
think
they have. Unless Chelsea have.
I think so. I know Chelsea have got the best clean sheet record since Tuchel came to the league. I think they've got the most clean sheets and the least goals conceded. But yeah, I think Manchester City still got one of the best defences in Europe this season.
Yeah.
PSG lose the ball in their half. Now Phil Foden tries to feed it through. Got blocked. Now Marquinhos has it. Now it can PSG play the ball out properly. Now Diaz nicks it in front of Neymar. And Neymar's been quiet in this half. Like, this is not the type of performance that you're hoping for if you're Pochettino from Neymar, the main man. I think, is that Icardi I can see dropping deep? No, that's Marco Verratti. Verratti, who's at the 10, is dropping next to Kimpembe, but that doesn't matter because Herrera's driving forward. Neymar on the right, up against Zinchenko. He's in the box, jinking, but he's going to pass it back to Verratti. Verratti to Di Maria, out on the left, just inside the box. Cross going to come in. Oh, it's too heavy for Ander Herrera. And it's a goal kick to Manchester City. Everyone who's watching, make sure to give us a like, share and subscribe. That'd be a massive help to us here at Let's Talk Sport. Make sure to drop us a comment about your thoughts on the game. And speaking of comments, Greg Livingston has just commented, City are really comfortable now. They're just passing the ball around. They know PSG have to go all out and attack to try and get goals, and City can just counter-attack them to score. Completely agree. Speaking of Manchester City, they're up the pitch. Mahrez up against. Mahrez has just picked up the ball now. Back to Gundogan, deep inside. Of Foden over to Zinchenko. Florenzi just gets it up, but it's not going to be enough to keep it for. Oh, I thought that was Zinchenko running after the ball, but actually it was Kevin De Bruyne. But yeah, I feel like, you know what, with the false 9, it's giving City more options because it's letting De Bruyne drop deep and one of the midfielders to burst forward, and that's really giving the likes of Paredes, Herrera problems. Corner into City, but it was cleared out. But it's back to Riyad Mahrez out on the right. Ball whipped in, headed up by Kimpembe. Fernandinho looks to pick up the ball up against Verratti. It wouldn't surprise me if Fernandinho gives away another foul, but he's not been booked, and now PSG take the short free kick. Now Neymar picks up the ball. He's got he had 2 Paris players with him, but he had 4 City players around him. But now City have got the ball pass out from the back. It's a really end-to-end game. But I feel like City's got, just every time City go forward, they're thinking they're going to score, aren't they, Stu?
Yeah, definitely. I think, like you're saying, with proper forwards, PSG seem to be a bit confused of how to mark, and City players are just getting so much space.
Yeah. I feel like that the PSG midfield are chasing shadows because they don't know who they're picking up. The centre backs don't know who picking up, which means one of them is coming into midfield, and then that's like leaving one. It it's great from Pep because let's be honest, none of his strikers have been performing well this season. So he's thought of a system. He's adapted his game, which Pep does get criticised a lot for because he doesn't really. Oh, De Bruyne cuts in. He goes. Tries to go for the curler just over the bar. But Kevin De Bruyne having a sighter out from the edge of the box. Yeah, just cuts in. Yeah, just over. Now PSG are trying to pass it out from the back again. But yeah, just as you were saying, Stu, that false 9 is causing so many problems because Paris Saint-Germain don't know who they're picking up through the middle. It could be Mahrez, could be De Bruyne, could be Foden, could be Gundogan. But it's fascinating to see what PSG are gonna try and do to make to get back into the second leg as they are trailing 1-0 on the night to Manchester City and 3-1 on aggregate in this Champions League semi-final. What would you do if you were Poch, Stu, at half time? So do you think you're gonna risk Mbappe, or do you think, because let's be honest, if this was last season, we're talking, well, a couple of seasons ago, we're talking about the league wrapped up for PSG. Florenzi with the ball. Oh, no one could get on the end of it. They're all just letting the ball run over. Now Manchester City have picked up Carl Walker on the run? But it gives it to Bernardo Silva. Yeah, it's not like the league is wrapped up in France, so are they going to decide, yeah, we'll live to fight another day in the Champions League, but we'll have to get back to our bread and butter in the league?
Be a bit of a disaster for if they brought Mbappe on, he got injured, and then they lose out on the Champions League and the French League.
Yeah, because let's be honest, losing out on the French League is practically is near enough what you'd say are sackable offences. Greg Livingston, is Verratti the smallest player in the PSG team? I think so. Wouldn't surprise me. Talking about Manchester City, I've not been working. Aguero has been injured most of the season, so saying the strikers has not been working. It's not worked well. I know Aguero's had injuries, but Gabriel Jesus has not really kicked onto that level. And I think Sterling's having one of his dodgy finishing seasons. I know it wouldn't say that in the stats, but I think he's lucky to get the amount of goals he's got. Because when you look at the goals, most of them are tap-ins. From, like, through ball, tap. Through tap.
He's not like a natural...
No, he's not a natural finisher. Di Maria through the middle. To Neymar on the left. Diallo's making the overlapping run. Neymar in the box. What's he going to do? Back to Diallo. To Verratti. Neymar. To Marquinhos from centre-back. Is now on the right wing. Ball in from Marquinhos. Ederson up high claims the ball. Hopefully, he just takes... Well, not hopefully. Why am I saying hopefully? It's like I'm supporting City here. No, I'm not. But Ederson learnt from his previous mistake and he didn't get the ball away. But now Foden's out on the left. Marquinhos is tracking him, but he's just keeping the ball superbly. Back to Zinchenko, back to Foden. No, Foden, such a crucial player for Manchester City. He's on that plane for the Euros, for the England Euro squad, and it would be hard to deny him a starting berth. But we'll get back to Phil Foden. But Fernandinho gave the ball away. Now it's found its way to Neymar. Kyle Walker's doing well to marshal him. Neymar gives it to Paredes. There's no movement in front of him. As PSG look to find an equaliser. Greg Livingston, to be honest, Gabby Jesus has not played to the level everyone knows that you completely... Raheem's a good player, good dribbler. I wouldn't say he's a great dribbler. I'd say he's an effective player. I wouldn't say that he, it gets you off my seat type of player. Yeah, his finishing does frustrate me. For me, he doesn't start for England at the moment. doesn't start for England at the moment. Yeah, back to Phil Foden's tune. Surely, based on this season, he's got to be starting at the Euros for England.
Yeah, if I was manager, he'd definitely in that with Southgate and with his favourites. I'm not sure if he's doing things.
Who's your front three at the Euros, if you're the manager, based off this season?
Good question. I'll definitely have to have Kane in there. I'm trying to work what sort of formation I'd say, but
let's say it's a 4-3-3, or let's say it's a 4-2-3-1, because that's the formation he was playing in the last set of international friendlies. So who's your four? Your three behind. Okay, who's your three behind Kane? Because Kane's starting, so who's your three behind Kane? And then I'll give you my three.
Definitely have Foden. I'd probably go with Sancho. But he's another one Southgate doesn't seem to like.
Nope.
I think I'd have the other.
Mason Mount. He's Southgate's boy.
Between Mount and Grealish. That is true.
For me,
I bet you probably have to go with Mount with the way Chelsea been playing.
I'd go Sancho on the right, because he's England's best creator. I'd go Foden on the left, Mount in the 10. Mount's better in the 10, he's not as good. Greg Livingston with another comment. If Raheem Sterling had all that good finishing, although he had other good stuff, he'd be a fantastic player. Yeah, completely agree. If he finished like even 10% more of the chances that he got, then he'd be 100% a better player.
Who did City play at the weekend?
Play Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I was like, if Sterling had decent finishing, he'd probably have like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because he keeps getting in those positions. Like,
yeah. You're thinking what because I know City were linked with Jack Grealish. You stick Grealish out on that left.
Yeah.
I think he'd get more goals. Free kick to Manchester City. Looks like De Bruyne's over it. Diallo looks like to clear it, but PSG could counter. Di Maria tries to get it to Neymar, but it's a handball by Manchester City, and now it's a free kick to PSG. 37 minutes played. 1-0 to Manchester City on the night, and 3-1 to Manchester City on aggregate. As PSG will need to look for something special if they were going to come back and take this tie to extra time. Or to Neymar, fouled by Gundogan. Oh no, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's a little, he's a little. He's a pain. But Bernardo Silva just fouled Neymar, and Neymar's getting into his face, and Bernardo Silva's probably going to tell him, "I'm going to win the Champions League this season, and you're not." Yeah. A bit petulant from Bernardo Silva. Neymar sort of squared up to him. Now it's a free kick. Paredes is taking a shot to Verratti. Verratti back to Di Maria. Di Maria on the right, cuts in on his left. Poor ball cleared out by Zinchenko, but only as far as Paredes. Now to Verratti. Just spins past De Bruyne. Great player to watch on this day, Marco Verratti. Probably should have moved to a bigger club by now. But it's to Diallo. Ball in. John Stones with some odd blocking, but it's done the job and it's booted up clear. The thing is, Greg Livingston with another comment. The thing about Raheem Sterling is that he's so greedy sometimes he doesn't pass to a teammate when they're in a good position. Agree. Completely agree. Completely agree. Yeah, I feel like he's a bit of a self. I feel like he's driven by goals Wants goals, 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 goals,
Yeah.
goals. Yeah, completely agree. Shout out to everyone who's watching on the live stream with me and Stu this evening. Please make sure to give us a like, share, and subscribe. Now, City are countering. It's Kevin De Bruyne on the right. Oh, pull. Oh, looks like it was a pull ball, but it's ended up to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva to Foden. City are now in the box. To Mahrez. Oh, Mahrez pull ball as he was trying to feed it to Gundogan, but Neymar tried to get it, but Gundogan nicked it off him. And now, it's got flicked up, but it's fallen to Phil Foden. Now Manchester City, when they're in full flow, they're such a great team to watch. It's just, it looked like they've clicked into gear. It looks like Pep has stopped tinkering, he stopped overthinking it. But as we're saying that, it's Di Maria. Oh, I tried to find the ball to Verratti, but it's a poor ball. I feel like City are finally getting their mojo in the Champions League, which is slightly worrying because the thing is, for me, City were never going to be a top club, and in my eyes, until they won the Champions League. That's when you can dine at the top table of European royalty, and the fact is, it does look like that they're going to get to the Champions League final unless they have a mega collapse. But on the basis on this first half, it doesn't look like it's happening, is it, Stu?
No, not at all. I think City are in complete control.
Phil Foden dribbles past Paredes, but now he's on the edge of the box. It's to Zinchenko. Zinchenko's now in the box. What's he going to do? Is he going to give it back to Kevin De Bruyne? To Mahrez, who spins. I just had to take it back to Phil Foden. Picks it up in the centre circle. Dodges a couple of tackles. Spins Leonardo Paredes. Just drives through the centre. And just City couldn't find the killer pass or the killer shot at the end. But just great work by Manchester City. But the thing is, if I'm City, there's one thing I'd do in the second half. I'd get Rodri on, take off Fernandinho. Because there's a couple of times in this half that PSG have managed to just run through him. If this was Fernandinho a few seasons ago, he's getting there. But the fact is, he's 36. I think he looks like he's lost a yard of pace. I just feel like that maybe Rodri might have been a better option, but you can understand why Pep has played him in the second leg. And now PSG have got the ball. Is that what you do, Stu? Maybe take off Fernandinho for Rodri? If you're Pep?
Yeah, I think because they get the five subs as well, isn't it?
So it's not like it's going to be wasting any subs.
And with City star, I think sometimes you do need to freshen legs.
Neymar with a shot blocked. Yeah. French Division. PSG will not win the Champions League, but they also won't win the French League. It's a corner. Ruben Diaz just slides away. PSG will not win the Champions League and they will not win the French League, as Lille are top by 1 point. But PSG have Rennes, who are not an easy team to beat. Yeah, it would be so funny. Poch comes in, doesn't win the French League, but Tuchel, who got sacked by PSG, ends up winning the Champions League. Wouldn't be funny for me as a Liverpool fan. Would be calmer, but Di Maria with a corner in, headed up by Fernandinho. But he's headed out by Kyle Walker. Now can City break with Bernardo Silva? Bernardo Silva's got Ray Mahrez down on the right. Phil Foden in the middle, and now Kevin De Bruyne out on the left. Mahrez. So the ball whipped in, but it's just not a great ball, and it's cleared away. But it's just ended straight back up, with Manchester City. And now City can sort of kill the momentum and make sure that they go into half time 0-0.
Yeah, Pep's got a spot on so far.
Absolutely spot on.
Fair play what he's done with Phil Foden, and it's refused
Dean.
kept him in the City team.
Yeah. they're just like City are just there. They're just there like when Paris Saint-Germain are looking like they're gonna pull the trigger or have that one last shot. They're just there to get the last ditch tackle in or the last ditch interception. A perfect first half for Manchester City, but they've still got a couple of minutes. Well, they've got less than 15 seconds left of the first half, plus whatever stoppage time the ref will want to add in. We must not forget in this game, VAR ruled out a penalty for PSG. 3 minutes added time in the first half. Greg Livingston, I agree. I'll take off Rodri for Fernandinho, who has a lot of pace. Yes, thanks for agreeing with that. Connor Porter, hello, are City the new favourite to win the Champions League? Unfortunately, yes they are. Zinchenko clears the ball upfield. Marquinhos looks like, he loses it out to Kevin De Bruyne. Now Kevin De Bruyne is on the left, but he's only got Bernardo Silva up with him. But he gives it to Bernardo Silva. What is City going to do? Do you think they're going to kill off time, or do you think they're going to try and get to... Or do you think City will try and score before half time, or do you think they'll make sure that Paris Saint-Germain don't score?
Yeah, I think they'll try and get in at 1-0.
Yeah.
Make perhaps team talk a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But City looks so comfortable, just popping it around, just with ease. Paris getting nowhere near them. Gundogan just gliding through the double pivot of Herrera and just Mahrez skipping in. Right foot shot saved by Keylor Navas. Bernardo Silva. Deflection just wide. Come on, Manchester City. Just looking back at there, Riyad Mahrez just daddles Diallo, and Bernardo Silva tries to cuts in on that left and tries to bend it in the top corner, but it takes deflection of Prince El Kimpembe. It's a corner to Manchester City. Big end to the half. Looks like that Pep's ignoring our advice, Stu, and going for the kill.
Yeah.
So De Bruyne with a corner, 2 minutes into stoppage time. Corner in for Kevin De Bruyne. Navas punches it out, only falls out to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez with the ball in with his right foot. Ruben Diaz heads it off of Florenzi, and now it's another corner to Manchester City. With 30 seconds left until half time, 1-0 Manchester City, 3-1 on aggregate for the Manchester club. De Bruyne with another corner out on the left. De Bruyne, ball in, headed out again. But it's going to go with a throw in. It looks like that. This is a quick throw. De Bruyne to Zinchenko to De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a weird looking ball in. Poch looking frustrated. I don't blame him. PSG have been poor in this first half. It is half time. It is half time. Poch does not look happy as he runs up into the tunnel. Stu, just talk to that frantic first half of that second leg.
Yeah, that was like such a good first half. Like what you want from a Champions League and semi-final. PSG had 2 chances, but other than that, City have been in complete control. You've got a fair play to Guardiola with these tactics. I think they've been amazing. Like, they seem to be like 4-3-3 defensively, but then when they're attacking, it turns into 4-4-2. I just think it's amazing how PSG can't handle it. They don't know who to mark and who to handle, and I think City are in full control.
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like that Manchester City have been in complete control. Pep got it spot on with a false nine. The PSG midfield, I have no idea who they're picking up, and that's causing all problems for the partnership at the back for Kimpembe and Marquinhos. And it's City to lose, isn't it, Stu? Like it's City to lose.
Yeah, I can't see them losing at all. Pochettino have to do something amazing, something similar to what Pep did last game. He's going to pull up at the back.
Yeah, I feel like that. I don't know what to do with your PSG because you don't want to go out all out to try and get back into this tie, but yet you don't want to go out on the whimper in the Champions League, especially when like the owners, like, you know, you're meant to be going, like the Champions League is meant to be the be all and end all.
Yeah, definitely. I think the dangerous thing of attacking City is when you've got Kevin De Bruyne and you're on the counter, he's finding that pass.
Yeah. Greg Livingston with a comment. A resident Manchester City fan. My player of the season for City is Ruben Diaz. Unbelievable player. We got him from Benfica. What a lot if you're a Benfica fan. He's so consistently Ruben Diaz for City. Yeah. I bet Manchester United were gutted because they bought the wrong Benfica centre back. Went for Victor Lindelof instead of Ruben Diaz. Yeah, absolutely. You sort of get worried when you buy players from the Portuguese league because it's such a hit and miss what you're going to get from them. But yeah, he's definitely been the best centre half in the league this year. That's saying that as a Liverpool fan. Virgil van Dijk's been injured all season, that's why he's not the best. But yeah, massive signing. He is being that company replacement, and obviously with him being in the side, that's made John Stones better. Laporte's looked better next to him, and it looks like that after spending £500 million on a defence, it looks like Pep Guardiola has finally found that Vincent Kompany replacement, and I'm wondering if he's going to spend another £500 million to find the Sergio Aguero replacement. Greg Livingston, Luke and Stu, would you both agree that Ruben Diaz is City Player of the Season? Stu, would you like to answer that first?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Last season, I think they missed that centre back massively, which is why they struggled to compete with Liverpool last season. It's not just how good he is; he just makes everyone around him so much better.
Yeah.
And whoever made that decision to sign and make him a
Yeah.
Outstanding signing.
I'm going to go different. I'd go Ilkay Gundogan, because when City were... Because let's be honest here, City were poor first half of the season. Because Liverpool were top at Christmas. And it's really been since January, City have just turned on the burners to just run away with the league. So I'm going to go Ilkay Gundogan, because at the beginning of the year, Gundogan was that real driving force, especially when Kevin De Bruyne was injured, to drive City to the title. So I'm going to go Ilkay Gundogan just to be different. But yeah, I do agree with you, Greg, and that Diaz has been superb since he joined City. And appreciate Jarrett and Pochettino with a thumbs down emoji. I take it you're not very happy with him, and if you're a Paris Saint-Germain fan, I would not be happy with him either. But you know, we'll see what PSG can do. I don't think there's much they can do. I feel like that they're gonna have to go for broke. I feel like that they're gonna have to, because if they don't, it's just, you know, not that great, to be honest. I don't know what you're gonna do. What are you gonna do with your PSG, Stu, in the second half? What subs are you gonna make? Are you gonna risk Mbappe?
Yeah, I think I'd try and stay in the game till like the 60th, 65th minute, and then you have to go for it, and then get Mbappe on, and he's got to do something. But I think it's just a matter of he just needs to time it right, because if he goes too early, City are just going to punish him.
Yeah. Oh, I just got a feeling that City are going to win the Champions League now, because that's like a champion's performance.
Yeah,
That's that.
definitely.
Yeah, just looking back through the City goal on BT Sport, what a ball by Ederson. He's definitely the best ball playing goalkeeper in the league. But yeah, shot blocked by De Bruyne, and then Greg Livingston. There's a young English winger in the Portuguese league called Marcus Edwards, only 21. I rate him highly. Could be a good replacement for Mahrez when his time's up, but he still has a few years in him. Yeah, I remember Marcus Edwards because he was at Spurs, and I think Pochettino called him like the English Messi. Really hyped him up. I think he went out on loan at Norwich in the Championship. Didn't really get a lot of games, and then got sold to Portugal. Then I think Arsenal played him in the Europa League, and he was absolutely superb against them. And I think since then I've not watched any of him, so I don't know how he's doing this season. But yeah, if he does well, it wouldn't surprise me if he gets a move back to the Premier League at some point. And as you say, Greg, he's only 21, so he is going to improve. BK with another comment. Hi, Luke and Stu. Good to see you again. Can't be bothered about this game. Chelsea are taking this title and the ladies' title. Come on, you Blues. Fighting talk indeed. As Chelsea women's are top of the league with a couple of game weeks remaining. And Chelsea men's are in the Champions League semi-final tomorrow against Real Madrid. It looks like we're heading for another English final. Hope not. I now want Real Madrid to win the Champions League. Anyone but the English clubs. Sorry. If your name's not Liverpool, no thank you. But that's the Liverpool bias hat on. Yeah. Second half will be underway shortly. Big second half of PSG, but it will be more or the same for Manchester City, wouldn't it, Stu?
Yeah, 100%. That's quite spot on. I think last few years he's got it a bit wrong, I think, in these Champions League games, but this year he's stuck to his style and it's doing him quite well.
Yeah. Bon Hampley. PSG can still get back into this game. There is still a long way to go. Lossie Jones said, hi Luke and Stu. Hi Lossie Jones.
Hello.
How are you? And Lossie, I know that your supports the women's game. I think you're. Could you just let me know what team that you support before I get it completely wrong? Because I assume that you're a Chelsea women's fan. Hopefully, I've not insulted you there. But please let us know in the comments below. Back to Manchester City and Pep. I felt like that he has learnt his lessons just by. He's not overcomplicated it. He's not gone with 3 centre halves, 5 midfielders, 4 strikers, or some. He's not tried to reinvent the wheel. He's sort of stuck as what got City this far, and this season he's done it without a fully fit and firing centre forward. And I do feel like that he's finally learnt his lesson. And Pep, when he's focused, fully focused, is one of the best managers ever. Greg Livingston, the club. Greg Livingston, the club. Marcus Edwards is at Victoria SC. Yeah, I think Arsenal played him in Europa League, whether or not it was this season or last season. BK Lossies are blue. And then Lossie put, I am a Manchester City woman. I supported Manchester City women and Liverpool men, women and Chelsea women. Alright, so I take it that you're very happy with the Chelsea women's performance. in the Champions League against Bayern Munich, which we did the live stream on Let's Talk Sport. A little plug to that stream. Yeah. Yeah, and Chelsea ladies are playing Barcelona in the Champions League final, which I'm sure that we'll be covering on Let's Talk Sport whenever the final is, which I don't know.
It's a week on Sunday.
Week Sunday.
So
I'm sure.
16th of May.
I'm sure Jamie will be covering that on Let's Talk Sport. I was listening to a bit of the live stream whilst I was out doing some food shopping. Great stream, as always, from Mr. Davis. Lossie Jones with how Chelsea won, please. Could you clarify that comment? Yeah, big second half for big second half of PSG. With really pleased how. Yeah, Lossie just saying how well, with how Chelsea women played. Yeah, they played really well from what I heard on the watch along from Jamie. I've not seen the highlights. I probably should. Yeah, I might get them a watch later. I'm not too sure. I'll see what I'm doing. Everyone who's watching, please give us a shout. Everyone who's watching, I am supporting PSG. Yep, okay, I get that. Bon Hamley, what happened to the Liverpool women's football team? Why aren't they in the FA WSL? And then Lossie just put they're in the women's championship. Yeah, they got relegated last season, and they're looking like they're spending a second season in the women's championship. Everyone who's watching, massive thank you. Make sure to give us a like, share and subscribe for more sporting watch-alongs. I know that Jamie is possibly doing the Chelsea Women's Spurs game tomorrow, and then I'm not sure what other football watch-alongs that we'll be doing this week. I'll have a look in the calendar, and there'll be more sporting watch-alongs, I'm sure. And if you're joining us, if you're just new joining us for the Champions League semi-final second leg against Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain, it's 1-0 Manchester City, and the 11th minute strike from Riyad Mahrez gives Manchester City the lead on the night 1-0, and it increases their aggregate lead to 3-1. And Paris Saint-Germain will now need to score 2 goals in this game to take it to extra time, and if they score 3 goals without reply and City not score any more, then Paris Saint-Germain will go through to their second consecutive Champions League final, having lost the previous one to Bayern Munich last season. They just BT Sport, they're just looking at the overturned penalty decision. Rightly so. It definitely comes off his shoulder. VAR doing its job there, as it was a clear and obvious error. Manchester City just running out onto the pitch. Just going to get the times all set up.
I just can't believe the amount of appeal for penalties.
Pardon?
How mental they're going appealing for that penalty. It's like no chance at all.
Yeah. Absolutely no chance. PSG are just in the tunnel. Subs are just walking out there. As the PSG subs are looking to take the bench. Ready for the second half. Pep Guardiola talking to his assistant. He used to be Mikel Arteta. Bomb, what's your view on the situation at Man U? Would that be the protests? My view, it's going to be quite controversial. Not in a pandemic. There's a time and a place. Not in a pandemic for me. That's just my personal view. I know people that have been isolating from the virus, so I it was gonna happen at some point. I just didn't like way it was happening. Obviously, when you do a massive protest, there's always going to be the idiots that are gonna going to ruin the message. It was quite ironic that Sky were sat high above in their ivory tower, and Gary Neville trying to be the good guy, because he's not. Because of course he's not, because he's got interests in Sky, because he's the face of Sky Sports. Of course he wants what's best for Sky, because they're paying his wages. And the fact he's fist-bumping protesters, it's completely unprofessional. Saying it's a peaceful protest, officers got injured. And the way Gary Neville set himself up with the whole Super League a couple of weeks ago, he backed himself into a corner again. About the owners and stuff like that, which is quite ironic for a guy who partly owns a League 2 club, Salford City, who financially doped their way up the non-league pyramid into league play. I swear their budget is the same size as most championship clubs. So he's a hypocrite. Gary Neville's a hypocrite. Don't listen to what that guy has to say, because he's going to flip and flop, and he'll only have his best interests. That's my view on it. Stu, you got anything to add? Obviously, I'm not speaking for Stu. That's my opinion. So, have you got anything to add, Stu?
I can see why the Man United fans are annoyed with the owners, and something has got to be done against them, but I completely agree about the hypocrite thing. Sky Sports and BT saying it's all about the fans. Yeah, how much do you have to pay to get their subscriptions? I've not seen them going free anytime soon, so they're just all hypocrites.
Oh yeah, but, and it's kicked off for the second half, by the way. Sorry, Stu.
But yeah, I do think the pro champ, I can see why they've done it, and something else got to be done against the owners, but I think all these pundits are just hypocrites as well.
Yeah, and let's be honest, once these owners are done, we're coming for Sky. They're coming for Sky. Because the way that they were all talking about it is like, oh, we're really upset about the European Super League, and but if they, let's say the Super League happened, right? Let's say it happened. Sky would be the first ones negotiating a deal.
Oh yeah.
The first one negotiating, and Gary Neville will be the first one. Will be the face of the Sky Sports Super League. Right.
Yeah.
And my other thing on it was that something was in my head. Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, god damn it! Oh, I hate it when you're in the flow and you just completely lose it. Yeah. Gary Neville. Yeah, the football pyramid. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sky. Do you know how the Premier League and the Sky deal came about? It was a smaller version of the Super League. The big clubs back then wanted to leave, and they wanted to set up their own thing where they got the TV money. And that's where the Premier League stuff all came about, and everyone got their share, and then from there onwards it's sort of this entity grew and grew and grew, and the money flowed. Right? So there's so much money in football, it's ridiculous. Like, even as a football fan, when you see the money that the players are on and stuff like that, it's sickening to see. But when you think about it, when the broadcasters made about the Super League, it's the same broadcasters that were putting pay-per-view prices for Burnley Southampton, for the games of the Premier League charging pay-per-view money. Are you kidding me? So that's why, like, you don't listen, because they're only going to care about the bottom line. And like, the United protests were coming, but let's be honest, is it going to get the Glazers out? No, because United have done it before. They've done it in 2005 when they first came in. They did it in 2009-10, didn't work, and they done it now. And it's, I think I saw a thing that the Glazers want to increase the valuability, the profit, the value of Manchester United. At the moment, it's around 3 billion, and they want to increase it to 7 billion. So they're here to stay. They're not going. Unless you cancel your season tickets, you don't spend money. Apparently, Adidas are annoyed at Manchester United because I think shirt sales are down, and that's where you're really gonna. Yeah, they hurt. Like, it's gonna hurt in the pocket. To be honest, and that's my view on it. Like, don't listen to the broadcasters. Don't listen to Gary Neville going on this political, tirade, this knight in shining armour. For, like, this whole thing is bad guys versus bad guys. And let's be honest, like, when you look at the Super League deep down, if you read the documents, that Super League was designed to rejuvenate Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Like, where you look, like, those are the two clubs that are in hundreds of £1 million worth of debt. Barcelona's £1 billion in debt. They needed that Super League for money. A few comments coming in. I think the latest one from Greg Livingston. Well, if you keep protesting every time the message to the owners, they don't get it. They don't get the message, so they take some action to get the message. And owners. Yeah. I sort of agree. No, the 50+1 rule was floated around. I don't think that's the answer either, because I know it's there in Germany, but who does the 50+1 rule serve in Germany? One club. The 50+1 rule is to serve the national team, the German national team. Look at the ladder, right? Hansi Flick is leaving Bayern. He's going to get the Germany job. Nagelsmann, probably the best manager in the league, is going to Bayern. It's a step up. If you're a decent German player, guess where you're going? You're going up the league. You're going bum 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 bum. Bayern Munich, Germany. That's that's my personal opinion. I don't think nothing's going to change, unfortunately, unless people take some serious actions. Like, if I wasn't, yeah. So yeah, that's my view. Don't know if there's anything you want to add, Stuart. Stu?
Yeah, I think they need to do something with how they look at owners. I don't know what they do, but they definitely need a better review system. Like, Dixon Gillette for Liverpool, if they had their own way, Liverpool probably wouldn't exist anymore. So it's just how these owners get in so easily. Let's be honest, they don't care about football. It's just about the money and how much profit they can make.
Yeah, and I think that I'm just trying to think. My blank again. Typical. Yeah, I know some of you in the comments saying you keep on protesting. I don't think it's gonna work. Like, what? Like, the Glazers probably sat in Tampa going, yeah, and what, our game got cancelled. Yeah. Like that as sickening as that is, that's what they're going to care about, the bottom line. Second half is underway. We're 52.5 minutes in to the second half, the second leg between Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain. No chances for either side in the second half. Manchester City on the ball. Both sides separated by a first half goal by Riyad Mahrez for Manchester City. PSG got it all to do in the second half. But Yeah, PSG got a mountain to climb. No subs made by either side, but now Kevin De Bruyne's got the ball. If he's through to Phil Foden, he's clear. Is he going to score? Is he going to score? Oh! Great save by Keylor Navas. That should have been tie over. That should have been tie over. Ball from Bernardo Silva to De Bruyne. Or looked like Foden might have been offside. So if he would have scored, it probably wouldn't have counted anyway. But should really been finishing from there, Stu.
Yeah, I think he definitely got a big finish in there. Like last game, he had a chance he should have scored, but at his age, at least he's getting in those positions, and as he gets older, he's going to be scoring them.
Oh, Fernandinho. Oh, sorry. Oh, Phil Foden volley! Oh, saved by Keylor Navas. Ball out to PSG. City are pressing. They're trying to play out. Verratti with a flick. He just managed to get away with it. It's Neymar to Verratti. Oh, another big chance by Phil Foden. Luke and Stu with Lossie. Is there something that you wanted to ask us? Is Neymar down on the left? He's going to cut inside. Is he going to feed it through to Mahrez? No. Oh, shot blocked by Zinchenko. Stones is hugging him. He knows that's a massive block by the Ukrainian. Lossie, I've been to see Liverpool in Liverpool Stadium. Fun fact, the first football stadium I ever went to was a tour of Old Trafford, and I'm a Liverpool fan. I went with my youth club. But the first football game I saw was Liverpool Swansea in the League Cup when Mario Balotelli scored one of his 3 goals for Liverpool. And that was the game when Dejan Lovren scored in the last minute and I got elbowed in the head celebrating. So that's the first and the only time I've been to Anfield. It has been on my bucket list to go to watch Liverpool in the Premier League and on the European night. That is a Champions League night at a packed Anfield is on my bucket list. I would love to do that at some point. Stu, when was the last time that you went to see a Liverpool game?
The Atletico Madrid game, where Adrian and a bit.
Yeah, Clock goes, yo, Adrian!
Well, and then COVID's happened. Because I went to all the Europa League games, while not many fans were going, I got my loyalty points to get into the Champions League games.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
My first game was Middlesbrough, 2002, I think.
Jeez.
Reed and Zenden scored.
Fair play.
Zenden scored for Middlesbrough before the game over.
You two have to go then from Lossie. Yeah, hopefully I will go when I can afford it and when crowds are allowed. That's an I hope. European nights are the best. I bet they are. I'm sure Stu's been to see plenty of European nights at Anfield. I'm sure he's seen plenty. But yeah, that'd be special for me.
That Dortmund, which nothing was like probably the best game I've been to.
Oh, you're making me jealous here, Stu.
That was a Lovren goal as well.
Yeah, Lovren last minute, yeah. Thank you for everyone who's watching for our live stream tonight. We are 57 minutes in to the second half. Still 1-0 to Manchester City on the night, 3-1 to City on the aggregate. Do PSG look like they're coming back into this game, or do you think it's been more of the same for Manchester City? Manchester City have 2 big chances that have fallen to Phil Foden. 2 good saves by Keylor Navas. Probably should have done better with the first one, but he probably would have been given offside because he looked slightly offside. But PSG look all over the place, don't they? They just don't know who to pick up. They look unsure passing it out from the back. Keylor Navas underneath. And another clearance. They just look so shaky. They don't know what to do. Greg Livingston. I went to Liverpool. I saw the 96 Memorial of Hillsborough. I got a bit emotional seeing how many people died, and the youngest was Stephen Gerrard's cousin at 10 years old. I have not actually seen the Memorial of Hillsborough. When I go and see Liverpool, I will go and see the memorial and pay my respects. I'll see who's Liverpool. Looks like yep, PSG have passed that out from the back now. Looks like it looks like Bernardo Silva's gone up front with De Bruyne on the left, which means probably Phil Foden's dropped into midfield, but City are pressing really high, and they're pressing, really trying to catch out PSG just like they did in the first leg. Everyone who's watching, make sure to give us a like, share and subscribe on our way to 3,000 subscribers. Bon Hamley, depends on the next goal. If PSG get one back, it could be game on. Could be game on, but PSG have not looked like scoring. I don't think they have tested Ederson once in this game. I think they've had more shots on goal than City, but City have had more shots on target. Just Fernandinho just clipping there while Moise Kean for Paris Saint-Germain looks like he's warming up on the sidelines. He's had a good loan spell at PSG. I don't know whether he's going to go back there. How long left? Half an hour plus stoppage time is left, Lossie. Moise Kean's had a decent season at PSG on loan from Everton. I know PSG wanted to sign him permanently, but I don't think Everton will let him go unless they recoup some of that money that they spent when they bought him from Juventus. But now City are just knocking the ball about with ease, but it's given back to Paris Saint-Germain deep in their own half. They're going to need something special. They're going to need to score in the next 10 minutes to really make a fist of it. But it's giving it to Neymar. Neymar driving through the middle. Can he pick out a ball? It's Di Maria. It's only Icardi in the box. But the cross cleared by John Stones. There's barely anyone in the box with PSG apart from Icardi and Neymar. Cross in. Oh, Herrera! Oh, is that a handball? Oh, from City? No, it looks like he hit Diaz in the chest. No shouts from PSG. Lossie, who do you think Klopp will buy in the transfer window? I've seen that Fabrizio Romano said that Konate to Liverpool done. Practically done. It's just paying a release clause. I know from someone on Twitter who's quite reliable that they said that Kabak's going to be signed, so that's basically the defence sorted. I think we'll go after a midfielder. I'd let Wijnaldum go for free. I wouldn't particularly re-sign him, to be honest. I know we've been linked with Basuma, but I'd avoid signing any players going Moise Kean on for Maradi for PSG. I would avoid any AFCON players this summer because they're going to AFCON in January, and Liverpool have the most African players in the top 6, and Julian Draxler's come on for Ander Herrera. Ander Herrera looks pissed. And then up front, I would go for 2 attackers. I know apparently Liverpool being heavily linked with Jadon Sancho. Apparently we're in the race for him. Without Champions League football, it'd be very interesting to see if we can actually push ahead in the queue. But I know that we've had talks with Sancho. I would try and get Depay, and I'd try to get Donny Malin. We're not going to get an elite forward, I don't think. I don't think we're going to get Mbappe because we need Champions League football. Apparently, if we got Champions League football, Mbappe, Foden to Mahrez! 2-0 Manchester City! Bon, please don't ruin the score, please, because I think you're slightly ahead of us. Oh, Manchester City 2-0 up. This is game 7 match.
How good is that from Foden?
Oh, how good is Foden? You see Foden on the left, acres of space. To De Bruyne, to Foden. Where is Diallo? Where is Diallo? Absolutely nowhere. Manchester City 2-0 up. They're going to go to the Champions League final, Stu. The first Champions League final. Oh, they're going to win it, aren't they? They are going to win it. Oh, what a goal, Mahrez. What a goal, Mahrez. I have done the score, people. I have done the score. So you can't have a go at me. I've actually done the score.
PSG needs 4 goals.
PSG now need 4 goals. They've not looked like scoring. I'm just going to update the score, Stu, so please let people know who are watching. Just keep them updated to the game whilst I just update our score on Twitter.
So it was a great goal by Man City and got them on the break. Brilliant run by our Englishman, Phil Foden. Nice little 1-2 with Kevin De Bruyne, and he just slips it in, and Mahrez just has to tap into an empty net. You could see that Calvin City have been their better side today by a long way, in my opinion, and deserve to be 2-0 up. PSG have been very disappointing for me, and there's no way back for them for me.
Yeah, completely agree, Stu. Definitely deserve that goal. City, they've been definitely the better team. The front three connecting. I have changed the score. Bond saying lol, sorry guys. Yeah, Bond, please don't spoil the score for people watching. Just looking back at that City goal, Foden with a nice pass to De Bruyne, to Foden, squares it off to Mahrez. Brilliant Manchester City goal. Pep Guardiola going to his first final since he was Barcelona manager. But Draxler now on the right. Draxler, can he feed Di Maria? No, he goes for the shot. Blocked by Ruben Diaz. I now have changed the score, guys. Don't you worry. If you're new to us on Let's Talk Sport, make sure to give us a subscribe. It's 2-0 Manchester City in the Champions League. Riyad Mahrez at the double for the Citizens. City now lead 4 on an aggregate, and they're heading to their first Champions League final in the club's history. Wow. You two, can you block Bon? Yeah. Yes, we can. I can put him in timeout. If he spoils the score again, I will put him in timeout. How about that, Bon? I'll let you off this once, but if you do it again, I'll put you in timeout. Free kick to Paris Saint-Germain. It's taken quickly. It's Di Maria out on the left. Ball whipped in. No one's there, but it's going to be picked up by Draxler. Draxler back across the box, but it's easy for Ruben Diaz. Colin Porter with a comment, guys. It's an English team almost in the final. It's almost as if you were both Liverpool fans. Yes, we are both Liverpool fans. Ball in by Paris Saint-Germain. But yeah, it's like I'm a Liverpool fan.
As I do like to see the English fans.
Colin, would you like my Liverpool hat on? Right, to answer this question. I don't want City and I don't want Chelsea to win that Champions League, so I'll be putting all my money on Real Madrid to get through. Because I'd rather Real win it for the 14th time than City winning it the first time, because that's the only thing that's holding them back as a top club. Like, as that European elite club is winning the Champions League. So I don't want them to win it, but they're probably going to win it. Greg Livingston, I forgot Julian Draxler played for PSG. Which club was he at before he went to Paris? Oh my god, is it a red card? Angel Di Maria sent off for Paris Saint-Germain. A bit of a scuffle here. So who sent? Is it a red card to Paris? Yeah, a red card. Di Maria getting up. Pochettino's now out on the pitch. Wow, Paris Saint-Germain have lost their heads. Lost their heads. That's fair, I understand. Di Maria looked like he was a nasty foul on Fernandinho. Do you see what's happened there? Oh, it looks like he stamped on him, but I don't know if not Angel Di Maria slipped in the snow and then he stood on him. Whether or not that was deliberate. But VAR have checked it. And it's been given, and Di Maria is walking down the tunnel, and that's a red card. Paris Saint-Germain are down to 10 men again, just like they were in the first leg. God, Manchester City are falling apart here, haven't they, Stu?
Yeah, they certainly have.
Petulant from Angel Di Maria. Absolutely petulant.
I'm trying to work out if it's an accident or intentional.
Absolutely petulant by Angel Di Maria. But the thing is, I don't know what he slipped. It looked like he slipped on the snow and got his foot. But it's a yellow card. PSG are absolutely losing their heads. Updating the Let's Talk Sport Twitter. Paris Saint-Germain are down to 10 men. If you're new around here, make sure to give us a like, share and subscribe. We got 70 minutes in, 20 minutes remaining. Paris Saint-Germain, there's no way back in it, is there? For them, but Zinchenko's been booked. Let's Talk Sport group chat is absolutely popping off about this game. Greg Evans said it's as clear as day. He stood on him. Yes, I know he stood on him, but it looked like that he slipped. Do you know, like he slipped in the snow? But like everyone knows, he's got a track record of this. He did not sit. He stood on him. All right, yeah, maybe I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but it's a red. It's a red. VAR checked it. It was a red. Manchester City in cruise control. It would not surprise me if they put the finishing touches on this tie. It would not surprise me if they score another couple. Mahrez again. Oh, tried to get past Verratti. He pulled him back. He's already been booked. Could he pick up another one? Yeah, Neymar's getting petulant now as well.
Yeah, that's stupid from Di Maria.
Yeah, absolutely stupid from the Argentine. And Pochettino's looking, saying, what the hell have I just walked into? PSG, arguably the most poisoned chalice in European football. In terms of top clubs. Winning the league is almost a guarantee. Oh, was that a penalty to City? No. Winning the league is almost meant to be a guarantee. It's a Champions League, but they've bottled the Champions League final. So, James, which club did Julian he played for Wolfsburg before he went to PSG, Craig. But PSG now got the ball, but Manchester City just swarming Neymar. Neymar, like, this is where, if you're a Neymar critic, you'll be loving this game, because this is a big game where he's not performed, when it's not gone his way. He's been petulant, he's giving away fouls. Oh my god, Mahrez skipped past Kimpembe. Oh, he cuts his side past Marquinhos. He shoots. Oh, just managed to block it. Oh, De Bruyne gets a yellow. This could get into a very fiery game before the end of the half. Before the end of the game. City players must keep their heads, make sure that they do not get sent off. Because potentially they might miss the club's first ever Champions League final. As it looks like that they have booked their place in Istanbul. Whether or not the final will be played in Turkey will be a different situation due to COVID-19. Would not surprise me if maybe England get it. Especially if 2 English clubs get to the final 8. If both Chelsea and Spurs get to the final and COVID in Turkey's arrived, they should just hold it at Wembley. Again. How would that be poetic for Pep Guardiola? Goes back to Wembley to win the Champions League for Manchester City, the same place where he won the Champions League 10 years prior with Barcelona against Manchester United. How poetic would that be? Things in football happen for a reason. But Bernardo Silva gives it to Riyad Mahrez. He's out on the right. He's up against Diallo. Mahrez on his hat-trick, by the way, as he has scored the double. And he's 1-0 up. I'm surprised Pep's not made any subs this half. Navas. Oh, Navas dilly-dallying with the ball. De Bruyne presses him, but he just manages to get it out. Dagba on the ball. He's been a half-time substitute along with Danilo Pereira. Neymar to Verratti, who's now out on the left wing. Odd. Everyone who's watching, massive thank you from myself and Stuart. With 15 minutes left remaining, we're probably going to get around 5 minutes of added time. Manchester City 0, Paris Saint-Germain 0. The City have near enough booked themselves into their first ever Champions League final. Can City... Yeah. City have near enough played the perfect game. But De Bruyne feeds it into Gundogan. Gundogan now on the left, getting closed down by Marquinhos. Not a lot of help there with him, so he passes it back to Kevin De Bruyne, and City maybe just taking the sting out of the game. Smart decision by City. Greg Livingston with a comment. Can we say the tie is over? No way for PSG to come back. Yeah, I think the tie's done. So yeah, I think Paris will try and get a couple of players sent off because they've got those types of characters to do that. Because they've got a petulant squad. Massive works for Mauricio Pochettino. Oh, but Foden with a lovely flick. He's up against Prembele Kimpembe. Shoots across goal. Oh, hits the post by Phil Foden. That's the third big chance he's had this game. But Zinchenko to Fernandinho flicks it. Oh, Foden on the Cruyff turn. Oh, lovely shot. Just hits the post. Navas beaten. Oh. That is a beautiful goal. The front three for City has been superb. Foden and Mahrez. But it's De Bruyne. He shoots. Oh, dragged away wide. But City are looking like they're wanting more. Pep screaming instructions to them not to let slip the lead. But let's be honest. Paris Saint-Germain need to score 4. 10-man Paris will need to score 4 goals to win this tie. But Fernandinho nicks the ball. Bernardo Silva in the box. De Bruyne. Oh. Danilo Pereira nicks it off De Bruyne, but it kicks it out for a corner.
Yeah, so that 2-0 it was game over. With City defend, there's no way PSG were going to score before.
I reckon PSG could get a player sent off.
Yeah, I think they're more likely to get 4 red cards than 4 goals.
Yeah. Just Neymar in his own box trying to create something. But this will sum up PSG's season. Another big game, and they've, you know, yeah. It's crazy, but it's Foden's. Oh, Foden with a right foot, another big chance. Phil Foden, this time falling to his right foot. But now Navas gave it to Neymar, and Neymar tried to skip past Fernandinho, but he's been superb in the second half. I thought, you know, I'm just reading my Twitter, and someone put list of managers since the PSG takeover. Carlo Ancelotti, Laurent Blanc, Unai Emery, Thomas Tuchel, Mauricio Pochettino. He's put somehow I don't think managerial prowess has been the problem. Agreed. I think it's the squad. Oh, that's a disgusting comment. I can't believe that's even a comment. How is that a comment? Right, someone's put on Twitter, on my Twitter, right? Sticky one for Van Dijk when he comes back from injury and realises Diaz is clear of him. Incorrect. Let's see if he wins the Champions League this season, eh? Yeah, before we talk about is he better than Virgil. As a City fan, I want to beat Madrid because they're a beatable team. Yep, that's what Liverpool thought, and Madrid absolutely took them to school. But Bernardo Silva, speaking, did Diallo in inside out, but try to fire it across off Kimpembe and out for a corner to Manchester City. De Bruyne is coming off. Gabriel Jesus is coming on, and Raheem Sterling's coming on. Probably Phil Foden's coming off. De Bruyne's been excellent, hasn't he, Stu?
Oh, he's outstanding.
He's done everything but lay on a chance today. He's been superb, isn't he?
Yeah, he has. The link up between him and Foden for that second goal is just amazing.
And Bernardo Silva's coming off for Raheem Sterling, so Phil Foden will probably play the full 90. Raheem Sterling, who's become a bit of a bench option for Pep Guardiola over the past few games as he's been suffering with a dip in form, and Michel Backer's coming off for Paris Saint-Germain. It's going to make no difference. He's going to slot in defence and make sure it doesn't get worse for PSG. Diallo's coming off, who's had a wretched time. Mahrez is spun his head around, but it's a corner. Mahrez, left foot. Oh, now that tips over another corner. No way. Why Raheem? Is what Greg Livingston's saying. Hey, maybe Pep wants something different. Phil Foden's going to take the corner.
I think by Pochettino's substitutes he didn't think he had any chance, because otherwise Mbappe's got a call.
Yeah. He's probably realised the tie's gotten away from him, and he's realised that if he's gone, if he doesn't win the League of Paris, it's a failure. It's a failure not to win the league with Paris. Mahrez, lovely ball out to Mahrez. He's up against Baka, who's just come on, but gives it to Sterling, who's on the right. It looks like Stone tried to feed it through to Sterling, and it's a poor ball from John Stones. And Sergio Aguero's coming on. What a fairy tale ending this would be if he would win the Champions League in this last season in Manchester. Yeah, it's been one of City's greatest ever players. Draxler's trying to... City just swarming. Any PSG player that got the ball, City just swarming him. Phil Foden just nicks it off of Neymar. Gundogan just gets it over to Riyad Mahrez. Kimpembe and Baka are all over him, but they've won the duel against him. And Verratti tries to play it out, but Kyle Walker just out of nowhere just nicks it in front and falls into the hands of Keylor Navas again. 6 minutes remaining plus stoppage time. Manchester City 2, PSG 0. Riyad Mahrez at the double. Paris Saint-Germain sent down to 10 men after Fernandinho was stamped on by Angel Di Maria off the pitch. And Manchester City are heading for the first ever Champions League final, as we are watching Paris Saint-Germain disintegrate in front of our very eyes. Phil Foden will be coming off now for Sergio Aguero, or will he? Yeah. Pochettino just tapped Aguero, probably asking, please don't score against me, we're losing. Phil Foden having an excellent game. Got the assist for Riyad Mahrez a second. Could have had a couple of goals. Greg Livingston, the legendary of himself as Sergio Aguero. Yeah. Yeah. Aguero is definitely a City legend.
I was saying, I bet I could take a City win in the Champions League if Foden scored the winner.
I can't take a City win. I can't take a City win. I can't take an English club winning.
That's the only way I'd be able to take it.
I can't. Because I know City have got no fans, but it's starting to pick up more. Oh no, what's my internet doing? No, Neymar's now playing in centre mid now. But Neymar out to Baka, but Walker just speeding, leading Baka to take a heavy touch, and it's a goal kick to Manchester City. They can just, just keep the ball. It's Arsenal versus Villarreal in the Europa League on Thursday. Don't know if we'll be doing a watch along on Let's Talk Sport. We're going to have to see what I'm doing. I might do one, might not. Mbappé's sitting on the bench thinking, get me out of this club. Just thinking, Walker just bodying Neymar. Just absolutely. I'm surprised Fernandinho stayed on, but Pep's wanting that experience, and you don't play. Oh, Kimpembe with a horrible looking challenge. Absolute petulance again from Paris Saint-Germain. The discipline in this squad, it's ridiculous. The petty fouls, takes his right foot, left foot completely under him. What a ridiculous thing. Shout out to everyone.
Going for the ball.
No, it's going for him. But yeah, trying to go out to end the poor kid's career, but Paris Saint-Germain are still fighting. They're still trying to drive forward, but Neymar now out on the left. He's got no one in the box to aim for. Moise Kean is the nearest one. Marquinhos got from centre back. They have got no idea. They have just lost the plot now. But back to Navas.
Just stood there and was like, what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do? Like, PSG going to need some major squad surgery. Draxler to Neymar. Oh, Kyle Walker closes him down superbly, but Neymar to Ken to Marquinhos is playing as up front. Yeah, they know. They know they've got no chance. Pep's sitting there smiling. He knows he's going to the Champions League final. He knows he's going to Istanbul. Why is Pochettino not bringing Mbappe on? Why has he left him on the bench? He's left him on the bench because he got injured in a league game, and he was only fit enough for the bench. And to be honest, I don't blame him for not bringing him on, because then they're not getting back into this tie. They have got to win the league, because they're currently not on top of the league at the moment. I think Lille are top still. Neymar's down injured, which will not be good. Pep is smiling. Look at that grin from Pep Guardiola. He knows he has done enough. His first Champions League.
The first time Pep smiled in the middle of a game.
Yeah, it's the first time he's grinning. He knows that this tie is over. We're coming up to 90 minutes of normal time. We'll probably have around 5 minutes added on, due to the red card, the goal, the subs, and just the PSG fouls. Mauricio Pochettino looking in like he's seen a ghost. The ghost of bottling. You can bring the Spurs out of the man. You can take the man out of Tottenham, but you can't take Tottenham out of the man. But yet again, I know people were having to go at Poch, but this is... Do you know that this is the history of the Tottenham? This is the history of the Paris. Huh? This is the history of PSG. 2 minutes added on. Probably the ref wants to, give them a bit of mercy. Don't blame them. PSG might get one last attack. Marquinhos to Ken, to Draxler, to Neymar, to Marquinhos. Saved by Ederson. Throw into PSG. Don't know what he's got to do. Look at the face. Fernandinho is trying to console his international.
He's still not quite getting it.
Yeah. He's trying to console his international teammate. Pochettino should never have been sacked from Tottenham. No, he shouldn't have been sacked. Levy wanted to get a trophy with Mourinho. That's why he brought him in, and guess what? That failed. So I can understand why Tottenham fans are pissed at him and want him to get sacked. But it's not going to happen. So are you telling me that PSG beat Barcelona and Bayern Munich just to get knocked out by Manchester City? Absolutely. Absolutely. Neymar with a free kick. Edge of the box. Over the wall. Sums up his game. Sums up his tie. A big opportunity for PSG, and he has shied away. Yeah. 10 seconds left of added time. Manchester City boot it long, and that is it. That is the full-time whistle blown at the Etihad. Manchester City are into the Champions League final. The players are celebrating. They know the massive achievement that they have done. Riyad Mahrez, the hero on the night, he scored the 2 goals. City players are so much joy. They've won the Premier League. They've won the Carabao Cup. Can they get a treble? Phil Foden, superb in this game. City are through. City have done it. City are into the first Champions League final. Pep has got to his first final in a decade. In a decade. Wow, what a game.
Brilliant game.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
I think at the start of the game, Mahrez, he made those 2 changes, didn't he, with Fernandinho and Zinchenko, and I think they were like spot on. Like, you probably like would have raised a few eyebrows like Fernandinho before the game with that decision, but I thought he was amazing. And he's so disciplined. Tactically, he's just really good. He's so clever with like his little fouls and slowing the game down. He's like, so I think you'll give Pep credit for like, I don't know, is he 35, 36?
Yeah.
So like sticking him in a game like this, that's like a brilliant decision. And obviously the formation he played, where they're swapped like a 4-3-3 and then go 4-4-2.
Yeah.
PSG didn't know how to handle it, and they had very limited chances. City were the best team by far, so you have to say well done to City.
Poch and Verratti are talking to the referee, probably asked about the red card, but the fact of the matter is that City were the better team over the 2 legs. They were so much better than Paris. Paris Saint-Germain had that one, the first half of the first leg, and that was it. Just look at the City players celebrating. They know that they have made history tonight. They have made it through the Champions League final, their first Champions League final. PSG are unhappy, but it's nothing short of what Manchester City deserve. It's what you get when you spend over £1 billion on the squad. Yeah, do you think I can get a slide dig in? Not. Do you think I can get a slide dig in about the money? Thank you, Greg. Hopefully I'll see you soon on the next stream. Saying, come on, you City.
Nice to see you, Greg.
I am not. Yeah, City have done it. City have done it in front of the full capacity of the Etihad. Yes, City. Huge win for City, says Connor Porter. Couldn't agree more. City are ever closer to dining at that top table. The one thing that is holding them back is possibly that Champions League. If they win the Champions League, right? Alright, yeah, this is going to sound controversial, right? If they win the Champions League, are they bigger than Arsenal? Stu.
That's a very good. That's a good question.
Yeah, because
How good Arsenal been domestically, but then they've never done it in Europe.
yeah, because you could say that you could have debate saying that the Centurions were better than the Invincibles, or even the team that picked Liverpool were better than the Invincibles. You could have that debate.
Yeah.
So I'd say that. Yeah, you could have that debate, but a massive result from Manchester City. I like how Guardiola goes for it. Look at that team sheet of the day. Fernandinho in the team. Nobody would want him in that. Would want him against PSG. Look what happened. Champions League final, baby. In Chelsea beat City in the Champions League, it would be hilarious. Hey, if Chelsea don't get there, that'll be hilarious. Come on, Real. That's all I'm saying. Go on, Real Madrid, baby. Come on, Sergio Ramos. Score a last minute header, please. Dear. Great result for City. We are going to wrap it up there for this evening. A massive thank you to Stu for joining me on tonight's watch along. And a massive thank you to everyone watching here on Let's Talk Sport. If you're new around here, please to make sure to hit the like button, the share button. Make sure to subscribe. We're on our journey to the 3K. We'll be here tomorrow for a women's league match, Chelsea versus Tottenham, and then yeah, that's the next watch along tomorrow. I'm not sure what. I think there's the F1 this weekend. I'm not too sure. But yeah, massive result, Manchester City. So for myself and Stu, good night, and we'll see you all very soon.